Good morning, folks. This is the Gray Eagle in Florida. I haven't died or gone anywhere. I'm still in Florida. I've survived Tropical Storm Debbie. And here we are. And it's July 3rd today, 012, or 012, as my grandmother used to say. She didn't say 012, she just said 0. If it was like 1904 or 1909. Okay, I want to first of all wish everybody a very happy and safe July 4th for those of you who are American citizens, and those of you in the rest of the world that don't celebrate our Independence Day. Well, have a safe and happy 4th of July, even if you're not celebrating it, if you're at work or whatever. Okay, another great week of prophecy being fulfilled this week. Jesus said, when you begin to see these things begin to happen, look up. Lift up your head, for your redemption is very near. A lot of prophecies this week, big time. Okay, of course, the big news of the week is the Midwestern and the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast storms that knocked out power to somewhere around, at one time I think it was 500,000 people, which was 200,000 more than Katrina ever did. So this was, even though it was not called a hurricane, it was hurricane force winds, and there was rain and hail in other parts, various parts of the country, and it was a real nasty one. But the thing of it is, what makes it so unusual, number one, two things actually. They call these things now landicanes, or land hurricanes. Now, just imagine this. Last Thursday, at the last minute, John Roberts switched his vote from unconstitutional Obamacare to constitutional Obamacare. And he made this statement: you people voted for him, now deal with it, or his words to that effect. The next thing that is odd about this thing, it started on Friday, just hours after the ruling on Obamacare. And it started in Chicago. Then it swept across the eastern half of the country and wound up in Washington, D.C. How odd. Now, you can see a good article on it, or a video actually. It's right here on YouTube. Type in the YouTube search, storm leaves 800,000 without power in Washington, D.C. area. Let me say that again. Storm leaves 800,000 without power in Washington, D.C. area. Third thing that's unusual about this storm. Who else came from Chicago and wound up in Washington, D.C.? Okay, this is on MoxNews.com. Yeah. It's on Mox News anyway. I think it's MoxNews.com, but this YouTube video, that's MoxNews.com, or Mox News is the uploader. Now, the Revelation wormwood prophecy. The Fukushima issue is far from over. We know that. But the latest article is we have now found cesium in the urine of Fukushima children. Use the keyword cesium found children to read the article. We also know that TEPCO and Japanese officials underreported the amount of radiation leakage and danger to the people and the environment, so as not to cause a panic. but now we got children that will eventually develop cancer because the TEPCO and Japanese officials didn't want to cause a panic. They didn't evacuate the people in time, and nor did they evacuate the people far enough away from the event to save lives. What can I say? What can I say? Okay, now under the heading of Revelation 16 and 8. The scorched men from with fire prophecy. We had so many heat records broken last week, it just boggles the mind. More than 1,000, and some people are reporting more than 2,000 heat records are broken or matched across the country. Now, to read this article, heat records broken is all you need to type into your search engine. We're there, folks. We're just about there. This thing ain't going to go on much longer. I'm surprised it's gone on this far, in fact. Quite surprised. Okay, wars and rumors of. Okay, now we've got fighting raging in Damascus. And the keywords to see this article: Assad acknowledges country war. Assad, A-S-S-A-D, acknowledges country, or the full article reads, fierce fighting rages close to Damascus. Assad acknowledges his country is at war. All right, now we got more on the ruler against ruler. Seems to be some internal strife among the Democratic Party as Jimmy Carter attacks Barack Obama over assassinations and drone attacks. Kind of surprised about this. What we have here is the two worst presidents in the history of the earth fighting over assassinations and drone attacks. Now, Jimmy Carter has done a couple of things very right and very good. So, but overall, he's still one of the worst presidents in the history of Earth. All right, now if you want to read the article at Carter attacks assassinations drone, that's your key words. The full article reads, Jimmy Carter attacks Barack Obama over assassinations and drone attacks. I would have thought that if he was going to attack Obama over drones, there would have been spy drones in this country. But no, he attacks him over the assassinations and the killer drones in where we're at war with. He's trying to, under the guise of fighting Islam, he's killing people. But anyway, moving on to the next. That's ruler against ruler. Moving on to the next prophecy, James 5:3. People are the great men of the earth. Rather, in this particular case, are piling up treasure for the last days. All right. Here's the article. It's a long article. Headline, 77% of J.P. Morgan's net income comes from government subsidies. In other words, you, the taxpayer. You are funding the great men of the earth piling up treasures for the last days. All right, now if you want to read the article, it's Morgan's net income government. That's the key words. And in another article under the same prophecy, use keywords criminally conspired since 2005. Okay. Big earthquake of the last 2 weeks was 6.4 in Japan, and a swarm of quakes rattles California-Mexico border area. But then when is that area not rattled by earthquakes? Alright, but there's an article out there on the swarm of quakes rattles California border area. Oh, we had a big rogue wave Saturday night. Luke 21:25 is got a rogue wave report this week. It was 131.2 foot at 51.6 latitude and 136.3 longitude. And we had an 82 footer Saturday night as well at 62.5 latitude and 0.8 longitude. Now, I'm not sure if that 0.8 longitude is correct, but it could be, I suppose, a typo. But that's what the report said. 0.8 longitude with an 82-foot rogue wave. Now, if you want to see the current report, go to NDBC Ship Observations. There's a area where you can click on the 12-hour report, and that's what I check. That's the farthest you can go back is 12 hours. So, all right. Finally, in this twist in the news, Panama strongman Noriega converts to Christianity. Well, that's a report, and you can read that by typing in Noriega converts. All right, now I want you to remember. I'm going to be reminding you this every prophecy report until November. When you vote for the lesser of two evils, you're voting for evil. You want to stand before God and explain why you voted for evil? I don't. Okay, that's it for this week's edition. Remember to trust Jesus. More information in the show more. It's called the description box. And if you want to be saved and you pray the prayer how to be saved, drop me a message so I can pray for you. Yeah, when you first become a Christian, you need prayer, because the devil don't like you becoming a Christian, and he'll attack you. That's when you're most vulnerable, because you don't really know that much about the Bible and Christianity. So you need prayer. You need a lot of prayer. Ask for people to pray for you, and we will. Okay, if the good Lord be willing, I'll be back next week. The eagle is out.